Whoa, this is the wrong Shark Tank. I have an investment opportunity for you. I'm looking for $2.5 million in exchange for 3% equity in my company. Sharks, how often have you been walking around fumbling with all your forks, knives, spoons, bottle openers, and all those phone cases? What are you to do? I have the solution. I call it the phone case multi-tool. The phone multi-tool will be a commodity used by many phone users, with functions desired by everyone who has a knife, fork, spoon, and a bottle opener, and a phone. This saves them so much time. As of now, we have a very limited inventory, just getting off the ground. Our startup costs have exceeded $200,000, and that's from prototyping, getting buildings to produce this stuff in, the supplies needed, but we are also paying our employees the legal minimum wage of $7.25, which allows us to produce for much cheaper and at a much cheaper rate. We also already have the patent for this product. It's currently pending. By the time this episode airs, our 12-month period should be over, and we should have the patent for this. We also got a small subsidy for $25,000 for being an up-and-coming competitor in the phone accessory industry. Sharks, I'm sure you are all aware, but the phone case market used to be run by a monopoly of OtterBox for the longest time. However, recently it's begun opening up to more broad of an oligopoly, which has brands such as Peel and Handel coming in competition. We are making the most efficient amount of cases at the moment to optimize our marginal cost. If we were to have any additional batches, we would be losing money as the amount of revenue would not match the amount made. Sharks, I hope you don't mind if I change up the setting a little bit. This right here is going to be our supply and demand schedule. Whoa, I'm covering it. Let's go to this side. Oh, hi. As you can see up here, for every 100,000 products demanded, the price is $14, but that also only results in 10,000 supplied. 85,000, 65,000 for 18, 45,000 for 20, 25,000 for 22, 20,000 for 24, and 10,000 for 26. That's our demand side. On our supplied side, we have 10,000 for 14, 20,000 for 16, 25,000 for 18, 45,000 for 20, 65,000 for 22, 85,000 for 24, and 100,000 for 26. That's how much is being supplied for that price range. This is how much is being demanded every week. I know it might sound unreasonable as how many phone cases you probably don't buy, but I promise you there's a big market out there for phone cases. If this right here is going to be our basis of all the points on the graph. But I'm going to show you our demand graph. Right there. Magic. I just dropped my wand. Hang on. Sharks, as you can see from this graph right here, as the price gets higher, the demanded amount gets lower. This is called the law of demand. You can see as it goes down, I'm covering it still. This is the demand curve for my product, which shows the amount demanded for the price provided. For instance, when the price is $14, right here, the amount demanded is 100,000, because it's in thousands. But I dropped the wand again. But when the price is $26, the amount demanded is only 10,000, because it's too expensive for the consumer. Let's see what the supply looks like. This right here is our supply graph. It looks like it has the opposite trend. This is called the law of supply. As you can see here, this is the amount of my product that can be supplied at any given price range. When our prices are $14, only 10,000 are being made because nobody wants to spend all that time to make something that's only $14. But when our price is $26, whoo-wee, they're getting bank. They're getting money. So they're gonna make that. That's 100,000. That's 100,000 phone cases every week. Let's see them together. What does that look like? Pow. Well, this is what that looks like. You can see the supply chart going up and it's hard to move my hand like this. You can see the supply chart going up and the demand chart over here going down. This point right here, that's called the equilibrium. That's where our supply, oh, I just broke a phone case. That's where our supply matches our demand. They're making the same amount as they're being sold. We're good on this phone case. It's not actually broken. We're fine. This equilibrium takes place at $20 when the price is $20 per unit, and there's about 45,000 being made. Due to the law of supply and the law of demand that I previously jumped on earlier, it states that ceteris paribus, sounds like a spell. Ceteris paribus. It states that ceteris paribus, keeping all other factors the same is what that means. Increasing the price of a good will lower the demand and higher the supply. However, if the price to produce my product goes way down, let's say like it drops by, I don't know, $1.50. The supply curve, I'd estimate to go right 10,000 cases, which is shown here in this pink line. You can see our supply number 1, that's the red line, that's the original. The pink line, which is right here, supply 2. This shows us what happens if our price went down, I'm out of focus, went down by $1.50, shifting all these points over to the right by 10,000. What this does is it creates a new equilibrium right here, this yellow dot. That's our second equilibrium. That's what happens. That lowers the equilibrium by about, let's go with just under $1, 25.50 cents. And it puts the new equilibrium at 50,000 instead of 45,000. This shift occurs because as it gets cheaper to manufacture, it's more likely that people will want to manufacture stuff because it costs them less. What about a price floor and price ceiling? Let's check that out. What are all these lines? I'll tell you what these lines are. This purple line right here is a price floor put at $22. If a price floor was put at $22, we would have a surplus of around 40,000 items. As you can see here, 65, which is this point right here, minus 25, which is this point right here, gives us the surplus of 40,000. It's over here. That's what would happen if the government placed a price floor on phone cases, which is very likely. It'll be a surplus. We'll have too many phone cases. We don't know what to do with them. We'll start giving them out for free. Please just take our phone cases. However, I'm going to pick up these phone cases. I keep stepping on them. However, if a price ceiling was added, I'm off camera. If a price ceiling was added at around $16, let me tell you, the news. That's going to give us a shortage of products because too many people are demanding it. That is the demand. This is the supply. We don't have the supply to match the demand, which is about the same thing for this. Too little supply, or too little demand, too much supply. It's not gonna work out, folks. So that's why we have it at equilibrium price, because it works. It makes sense. Sharks, I'm going to be honest with you. Our business would be an economy of scale. Our business should be an economy of scale. Because as we get bigger, our prices should go down. They should get less. Our prices to produce should get less. As we get more machines and more factories to produce, hence selling more and paying less. That's all I have. My green screen's cutting out, so I'll see you in the next one.